Oh my god, a Jana.
Welcome to the Henry versus I don't know, I don't care League of Legends. Um, West Orange Esports Tournament. That's what we're going for. That is what we're going for. Welcome to the stream, guys. This is the League of Legends West Orange Esports stream. Here we are. This is the 10 o'clock game. There's another game at 11. This game is starting about 16 minutes late. Something was going on with League of Legends, not letting us invite more than 12 or not more like more than 10 people. It was craziness. It was just dumb. So yeah. So we're doing it now, okay? And that's what's happening. So, pick bans are happening. I don't play League of Legends, but I own it because it's free. So, now we gotta do this. Hold on. I need better bot. Okay. These are pick bans, so you need to look at what you're doing. So, okay.
Ah, come on. What's the worst that could happen?
Your Emperor shall return.
Let me get in there.
Alright. What?
The joke's on you!
Now we're waiting on a spectator delay.
Yeah. Okay, Corey.
We starting?
No, I just talk about this crazy and interesting game that's gonna happen here with the Henry squared that's on the left,
Yeah.
and I don't know, I don't care on the right.
Yeah. So, based off the comps, we could see a lot more tankiness coming out of. Actually, you know what? Their tankiness is kind of heavy on the team on the right there, which is I don't know, I don't care. They only really have one squishy character or champion rather, sorry, which will be Zaya, their ADC, and then on the Henry squared team, they have the Jarvan and Darius, very tanky, obviously, and the Taric, also a pretty big tanky support, and then a Talia and Vayne, who can be kind of squishy later on. So it'll be interesting to see, but you can see the tank meta in full effect right now. Everyone will have like above 2,000 health and a billion armor. So this will be a fun game. Laning phase is probably going to be kind of safe. Based on the champions that are selected. So yeah, that's what I foresee in this game.
That's pretty good. Let's see if that will pan out as
Yeah.
we get loaded into the game at the moment.
Yeah. Hmm. Alright, looks like we're loaded in. So I think a lot of this, because it is so tanky, will come down to the jungle play from our two jungles here, which is the J4 and the Kayn. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Minions have spawned.
So it is the first game of the tourney here. Everyone's looking to get a nice start. See what happens here. Looks like we're gonna have the red team starting at the red buff, which is I don't know, I don't care. And then we're going to have Henry Squared start over at the blue buff. Not a very good leash to the Kayn. Oh, he started Raptors with the help of mid. Okay. Not too much poke happening here from either side early. Like I said, was probably going to be a pretty boring laning phase. Just comes down to ganks, and it'll be a little bit before we have any of those with the J4 and a Kayn. Kayn can probably gank earlier, considering his clear. But we will see if that unfolds or not. Colton, are you talking?
No.
Okay. I was like, what? But truth be told, there's not much to be watching or talking about so far. An early invade here. Mid lane, there could be some pressure. Galio's getting the early gank off. Let's see, J4 stops the E from going off for Galio, but Galio's just too tanky and gets away easily. Still almost 3/4 of his health. Not enough damage. So after that gank, everyone's back settled into their laning phase, and nothing's really happening. We see the Gnar go into Mega, but other than that, not much. It's just, it feels like a battle to get to level 6 right now. Whoever's gonna get that first is probably gonna have the advantage. Nice little poke from Taliyah in there mid. See both the top laners at half health using the health pots early. Taliyah should be looking to take advantage of the fact that he is over pushed right now with no wave. Oh, he turns it on her. See if Taliyah predicts a gank in mid. She's far enough back where she's fine. Other than that, no action really happening outside of mid lane. Mid lane seems to be where the battle has gone down so far. All in all, a pretty boring game to start. 0.3k gold advantage for blue, which is the Henry squared team, I believe.
You're correct.
Thank you. Great color commentating. Saw a gank up top, but nothing came of it. Nar still got most of his health. So far, the J4 ganks have not come off that cleanly, as most of them have been warded. And they've been seen ahead of time, so nothing's really been able to be productively gained off those. Still a bit of a gold advantage for the blue squad here. So now let's just go through some of the lane matchups, I guess. So Galio's got a 5 creep score advantage over Vayne. Up to 10 now after clearing that wave. Oh no, I'm sorry, I had that backwards. Vayne has a 62 or 22 gold advantage. Oh, first blood coming out top lane. Nice little gank from Derpzilla there. Early on from the I don't know, I don't care squad. Great play from them. But Henry squared comes right back to answer that. So pretty even start to things here still. The only advantage there for the blue team was the fact that our red team, sorry, was the fact that they got the first blood, which is I don't know, I don't care. A little bit more gold there, but all in all, even trades. We're gonna see a fight start to go down for Dragon here. Nice little play from CoolCat64. Does he stay alive here? He does. Does not get the kill, but 2 assists. Great to start that fight there, knowing his team was around the corner. A great J4 ult, locking them into that fate. And they get the Infernal Dragon off that, so that's a pretty big bounce in the favor of I don't know, I don't care, as they start to take an advantage in this game. Oh, and they look for more, stopping the recall, having to burn the flashes Talia, and now she's walking away with just 30 HP. Barely surviving that one. So really good fight there for the I don't know, I don't care squad, as they look to push and possibly take the first mid tower. No, it looks like he's backing out. And everyone starts to settle things back down and get back into their lanes. So right now the focus on the Henry Squared team has to be looking towards Rift probably to start to gain that advantage back. Maybe get first tower off that, or finding a pick somewhere. And there doesn't seem to be any grouping. They just went right back into laning phase. So if they do stay in this laning phase, we can start to see, I don't know, I don't care, start to take it back. And then the directed camera. Oh, will Henry Squared turn this? The ult from Kayn coming out there, and Taliyah is dead because of it. Galio will go down and return more than likely. Yes, he does. Looks like Kayn wants to fight this, but he doesn't know Darius is right there, and Darius is there to turn it. Great turn in the favor of Henry Squared. Catching them up, only 1 kill behind now. Great trades, great team play there. Great reactions by Jaren in the top lane to come back down to mid and help his team out there. And things start to settle back down again. And we see now that the Henry Squared team has picked up a slight gold advantage. Only about 100 gold, but still to be down from 300 gold to bring it back to 100 gold is great on their part. The only advantage really now is the Infernal Dragon and 1 kill over on the I don't care squad. Oh, and we see a little bit of initiation up top. Nothing really happening because of it. And the junglers are farming. It looks like Taliyah will be picking up her first blue of the game. Yes, she does. Has that slight advantage on Galio. The only problem is how tanky he is. Now Kayn's walking through the pink warded bush. Both junglers headed topside. We're going to probably see some action there. Looks like J4 walks away, which could be very good in favor of the I don't care squad, but we see the jungler back out and nothing happens despite them both being right there. Bot lane has been quiet, and I think we're seeing a slight gold advantage in the favor of Vayne because of that. So that can definitely be something to look for in the late game. Yes, we are seeing that. We're seeing that CoolCat64 is down by almost 50 CS, so not a great start. And now we're seeing the BF sword and the Zeal start to come out here for Vayne, as she'll probably start to look bullying that lane a little bit, having that gold advantage and item advantage. Oh, we're having a TP in on the late ward. He doesn't realize it's warded, so Gnar is now on the run. Darius is going to have to hit this pull in order to keep this fight alive, but he megas out of there, almost wasting the TP from Jaren. And the J4 is now trying to clear the pink ward, and will do so successfully and back out. No fight to be had there. Oh wait, Gnar's trying to force the issue with the Kayn now behind him. No, nothing will come of it. Oh, we're gonna see the Kayn get trapped, being overexposed. Will he be able to ult out? There's no way because of Taliyah's E. And now we're starting to see the blue team pick up another kill and have a 200 gold advantage. Gonna see if red finds a way to retaliate off that. The problem with this is, like, the red team, I don't cares. They need to have an advantage early because the scaling on the blue squad is a little bit better. Besides mid lane, like Vayne is going to pop off late game because of the CS advantage and the gold and just staying alive. So now we're seeing them take a second Infernal Only this time it'll be going in the favor of Henry squared. And now we're back even on the dragon count. And we're just looking for little pokes here. They decided the dragon is enough and start to head out of the fight, just trying to disengage. So it might be a little bit nerve-wracking to see the teams even, but this is playing quite alright into what the Henry squared team should be wanting. They just want it to be even right now, because eventually they will outscale them on the I don't know, I don't care squad. Your thoughts on the game so far, Colton?
I think this game is crazy even. It's 16 minutes in. No one. Oh, sorry.
Oh, we're gonna see the mid
lane.
tower.
Yeah, mid
Yeah.
lane, just about to take a tower. So I definitely think that I don't know. I don't care. Are playing pretty well right now. I think the fact that they have brought their gold back above the blue team is pretty good.
I could see that. Yeah, they're gonna need the advantage here early and probably end it before 30 minutes if they want to win this one. I think if we see this go past 30 minutes, we only see a Henry squared win.
Henry squared really trying to play out the long game, you're saying?
Yeah, I think they should be, yeah, because their champion scale late game better than the I don't know, I don't care squad in my opinion. And oh, we're seeing some action top. We'll get back to that discussion in a second as Darius has been picked off and their red team is picking up a kill. That's perfect. That's what they need to do. They need to start getting those picks, get those advantage in the gold. If not, the Henry squared team is going to make them pay in the long run. And now they're going to pick up a second tower. This is perfectly. This is exactly how it was going to go according to the game plan of I don't know, I don't care. Oh, they slow down the Talia. Could get a pick on her. She burns the flash early, and they're forced to disengage. Just gonna take the blue here, it looks like. Yep, take the blue, and Natalia is following with no fear. She's about to get turned on here, but the J4 is here to support her. And it looks like, oh, he's going to ult in on the Galio. The Galio should go down here. He goes down. The J4 ult is still in place. And the Gnar and Kayn are able to escape. A bad pick to give up there for the I don't know, I don't care squad. Interesting to see them take that battle so heavy into enemy territory, their own blue jungle. So, and they got punished for that. I don't think the 1-0 trade is what they were looking for going into that jungle. However, they did get the tower, so they still have the gold advantage. Just gonna have to see them play objectives and put pressure on the squad here early. Oh, and we're gonna see a game pause coming out from Skull966. And our technicians will get right on that, folks. So don't worry about it. We'll be back in the game in a jiff. All right, welcome back, ladies and
Oh, I pressed
gents.
the wrong key. Oh, no. that's the wrong
All
one.
right, all right. Well, we've
Now
got
we're back.
we've got nothing happening. Wait for it, and we're there.
What do you think of that?
Alright.
Transition. You like that?
Yeah, that was an interesting transition. Love it. Great work there, Colton. So, I've been told by the audience I'm boring, so I'll just have to hype it up. As we see a lot of action going on top lane, the Taliyah is going in for the Gnar, and the Gnar flashes out but gets the pick on Taliyah at the same time. Will he survive this? Yes, he will. Galio's going in for the hit on J4. J4's taking a lot of damage here. Galio might be going in too far for his own good. Yes, he is. The Gnar has to leap away as we see the 1-for-1 trade in favor of both teams. However, as I've mentioned before, with the late scaling of the team, Henry Squared? Yeah, Henry Squared. We're seeing a lot more advantage in the 1v1 trade for them there. Alright, but still a 2k gold advantage for I don't know, I don't care. They can definitely pull this out. As we're seeing more action bottom, will anything come of this? No, we do not see much as the Taric pushes up a little bit. The Kayn escapes cleanly, and CoolCat64 just gets back to farming against the Vayne. For my viewer who thinks that Vayne is still close to Xayah, that is completely false. They're down by 50 gold and an item. So I like the effort, buddy, but just not there, alright? So on to the next little interaction here. Let's see what we can find. Not a lot of action going on around the map. Oh, we do see a collapse on Vayne. Vayne goes down fast. The Taric's all by himself, overexposed. The whole team there. Will they get another pick off this? No, they will not. So, this is a good group up here for I don't know, I don't care. Getting a pick, which I've told you over and over they need. Now they're going in for a nice little tower fight here. The Taric, the Taliyah, and the J4 are all there, but they're diving them. They don't care. A great Gnarl coming in, and we're gonna see both of the members of Henry Squared get evaporated, and now a 4-kill advantage in the favor of I don't know, I don't care. Exactly what we needed to see. They used that pause to their advantage, getting their strategy right, and starting to pick up the advantage because of that. Now it looks like they're all gonna group up around the dragon. Picking up Mountain Drake, a pretty good call here, considering it'll give them an objective advantage. They might even be able to get the tower at the same time too. Yes, they will. So a huge advantage here for the team of I don't know, I don't care, which we need to see early. However, we do have the Darius split pushing, and it'll be interesting to see if he gets back in time. Will he get there yet? It looks like we're going to see the top tower taken by Darius as the Gnar starts to rush out. He might not have enough time for this one. The Gnar didn't heal fully, but he's going to have to back off, only doing half the tower damage. Still a great push, split push there by Darius, knowing that the whole team was bot lane or on Dragon. Now we're going to see the team Henry Squared group up a little bit in mid, see if they can start to make some action occur there. Yeah, we're going to have 3 of them come in. Looks like they will get the mid tower off this unless... No, I don't think Tahm Kench is going to be able to hold it off. We've got a TP coming in too. Look for this to be the first big team fight of the game as we see the Galio get pulled by the Darius. The Gnar takes some poke damage. Then the Galio dives in, taunting 4, pushing them back. Now we're seeing them get disintegrated by I don't know, I don't care. And because of this, we're going to see an early or a heavy advantage in favor of them, 13-6 in kills. So we're seeing a lot of action here now, folks. They needed that pause to get their minds right. They're all going to group up around Baron and take an even bigger advantage. I don't know, I don't care. Could be looking to close this game up very soon. Colton, your thoughts?
That was an immense team fight that really could have gone either way, I think.
Correct. Great play by the Galio there to taunt all 4 of them and push 2 of them back. Oh, it looks like they're chasing down the Vayne. They get the 5th. Oh my. Or is that the 4th? I'm sorry. Could have been the 4th. I don't know which one it was. But they got him.
I just really don't see how Team Henry Squared can even come back from this. Sorry. I don't know. I don't care. Has double plus more of their kills. Of the amount of kills. Their gold is way higher. They already have 3 towers. So really, I don't could you see how Henry Squared can make it out of this?
Yeah. Well, let's see what will go on here. As we see, I don't know, I don't care, have almost a 10k gold advantage across the board. Gonna start to see them scale up a little bit faster than the team of Henry Squared because of this advantage. J4 is a little bit pinched in the bush, but he'll find his way out. And we're seeing some more action grouping up mid. It doesn't look like I don't know, I don't care is ready for this fight because they only have 3 people there. Gallia is just poking them off, and it looks like they will back with their Baron advantage intact. Oh, the Gnar pushes forward a little bit and drops back. Nothing happening. So, oh yes. The scaling of Xayah and Vayne are close. I agree, but I just think Darius will fall off late game, and Gnar will be more of an impact champion. And I think that the Vayne is beating Xayah a little bit, so it'll be hard for the scaling to come into effect. So I think right now we're seeing the advantage in favor of I don't know, I don't care for sure. That is cut and dry. Let's see what they can actually use this Baron for. As we see 4 of them grouping up mid. Not sure if any play will come out of this. They do see the ward, clear that, but you don't group up 4 people to clear a ward. We want to see some action. What do they have in them? We do see the GA on Kayn now, giving him more durability along with his ult to stay alive for pretty much forever. It is an annoying champ to play against, but let's see how Henry Squared deals with it. We are seeing 3 of them grouped up mid. Right now they have the sheer numbers advantage on the side of I don't know, I don't care. Taking the tower very fast. Nothing that Henry Squared could even do about that one.
That was
along with the Baron buff pushing, it was a pretty good take right there. Now we're going to see them start to zone off the Darius. Will he get hit by the stun? No, he doesn't. It would have meant certain death for him, but he's got to ult in. He's ulted in. He's trapped by himself. Not the best play from Kayn. Will he have flash? No, misses the jump. Now he flashes out and takes almost half his health, almost having to use GA, and has to burn flash and ult. So not the best play from Kayn there, as we see him almost get taken fully advantage of. Not sure what was going through his head. The Baron buff will probably be winding down here soon.
I think we were just looking at the play between the teams here, between Henry Squared and I don't know, I don't care. Henry Squared is really having an issue getting everyone together and making sure everyone's on the same page. I don't know, I don't care. Everyone's moving as one. They're pushing in with 3 people at a time, or 2 or something like that. Everyone knows what's happening. Everyone's playing to each other, and that I think is way better. And here we are coming up to the 28-minute mark.
Yep. Now, I did say earlier that if this gets past 30, I don't know, I don't care winning. However, I was not expecting such a major advantage at this point, so I think my vote could be swayed here. This is going to be a tough one for Henry Squared to come back from. Let's see what happens here. Gnar poking a little bit, but gets poked back by the tower. And now bot lane, we're seeing 4 of the I don't know, I don't care members group up again. Probably going to take another tier 2 tower away from Henry Squared and give them even more gold in their favor. You see all the champions right there got 169 gold, so giving them an even bigger advantage. The 5-to-1 tower advantage, the 2-to-1 dragon advantage, the 14-to-6 kill advantage, and then the 50k to 41k gold advantage. All things are pointing I don't know, I don't care here in the match. And now we're seeing them take another dragon. It looks like it's going to be 3-1. Almost stolen by the Taliyah, but taken just quick enough by I don't know, I don't care to negate that attempt. We're seeing a little bit of grouping in mid here from Henry Squared. We got 4 people there. This would be the time for them to push right after dragon, probably knowing that they're just reset. However, it looks like 3 of them stayed anyways, and they will not take out that sliver of health on the tier 1 tower in mid. Still leaving them with only 1 tower taken down. Looks like they are grouping up, trying to predict any sort of misstep by I don't know, I don't care. They're really going to have to look for picks here. which I don't know, I don't care, is not really giving them the chance to do. Staying grouped a lot. The only one going off by themselves is Gnar, but it's Gnar, so who cares? He'll stay alive forever. And because of that, we're not seeing them give Henry Squared a chance to get back in this one. They just have to sit there and farm and hope it's enough. But as for right now, we're not seeing that happen. I think this would be one of the biggest chokes in esports club history for West Orange if I don't know, I don't care loses this game. It'd have to take quite a miracle here.
The good thing about this tournament is that it is double elim, as I've heard.
Oh, we see a disconnect here. Is that a server issue? The Talia is gone. Maybe she just rage quit, who knows? It was not a rage quit, she's back. So let's just see what goes down here. Not seeing too much action, but as one of our commenters did point out, it would take Ian AFKing or falling asleep in the middle of the game for I don't know, I don't care to lose this one as they do group up. It looks like we might have a fight around Baron. They're taking a GM square or the Henry Squared. Oh, we see the Taric all popped. He has invulnerability. Will they even pop the GA of Kayn on this one? They will. The GA's popped. Another stun coming in. This isn't looking too good for I don't know, I don't care. Until the Galio ult pops in. They might be able to pick Skull off this one. They do get the J4. He's down. Now they're looking to get more off this. Picking at the Jaren a little bit. Oh my goodness. Coolcat64 is in a bit of trouble, but they pull him out just in time. Great play by the Tahm Kench. And it looks like they might be able to kill the Darius off this. Darius goes down. And another fight going so far in the advantage towards Gnar. Gnar just barely flashing away and jumping out of the battle. Looks like Coolcat64 will take some damage, not enough to kill him, and they still are too hurt to take the Baron. So still all 5 members of I don't know, I don't care alive, and we're seeing another 2 lost for Henry Squared. So another fight going in advantage of the I don't know, I don't care, and we're only going to see that happening the rest of this time as they have such a big advantage. It's hard to lose those fights. Now we're starting to see them group up around red buff, it looks like. Yep, so the Vayne does get the red buff there, but I don't know if that'll be enough for anything really to happen. Still only 1 tower down for Henry Squared. They've only been able to take 1 and 5 down in favor of I don't know, I don't care. As we see 3 of them grouped up in mid. And Henry Squared is just forced to back away. They're not able to take any of these initiations on their own terms. They can't start fights, and they sure as hell can't fight when they're in them. So we need to see if they can do anything to change that fate. We see 4 members of I don't know, I don't care grouped up in mid. Starting to push down a little bit. Looks like they might be thinking about taking an inhib here. Tahm Kench breaking off from the group to ward. Smart play there. Now it looks like they're all dropping back to Baron, is it? No, they might be going for the top tower, the tier 2 tower there. Looks like they might be setting up for both. In fact, yeah, in fact it looks like they will. Kayn takes a bit of damage. Now we're seeing the Henry Squared start to catch on to this. They only have 3 members over there as Gnar's distracting 2 of them bottom. Looks like they're going to start pushing top, see what they can get out of that. From I don't know, I don't care. Yep, they did shove the lane in, hoping it's not going to be shoved back by the red squad. As we see Kane start to initiate this fight, we see the Galio diving on top of him. It doesn't hit, but it will push him closer. The Kane ults in on the J4. Will it be enough? It doesn't look like it will be, as he does get ulted inside the tower, but J4 is forced to let him out as he would have been killed. Now we see the Darius TPing in as the fight starts to disengage. The TP might have come a little bit too late for anything useful to come out of it. Now we see the 4 of them start to push out through the blue buff area and start to walk towards Baron. Will they do it? Do they feel confident enough in their team fighting abilities? It does not look like they're going to go for it right now. And we just see Gnar taking a little bit of poke, and he's just keeping the pressure on bot lane, which is a great play for the I don't care squad. And we're seeing them start to group up a little bit again up top as Kane starts to move over to possibly help Galio. We're seeing Henry Squared finally start to group up in mid. 3 of them there. It looks like they might try to collapse on this Galio. They have it warded. They know he's there. They have 4 people collapsing on him. He's forced to burn flash. Now we've got the Taliyah all going in, keeping him out of any safe zone. Now we're going to see the Kane go in on the Taliyah. Now we're seeing this fight get very hectic as the Tariko is popped. Now we're seeing this invincibility possibly turn the fight in favor of Henry Squared. Them getting out of this alive would be a bonus. We see the Zhonya's popped from Galio. Now they kill the Xayah, and because the Xayah is dead, they could turn this fight in their favor. 2 picks in favor of Henry Squared. We did not expect this going into the fight. Let's see if they're able to pick anything else up. They get 1 more in the Tahm Kench, and Galio's forced to retreat, and they'll take the Baron essentially for free. This is exactly what they needed to start to get back into this game. A huge play by Henry Squared, as we can start to see them hopefully turn the fate of this game away from an I don't care victory. So this will be interesting to see what happens here and how they're able to use this Baron to their advantage. Them taking Baron away from I don't care is huge. Still a 5 tower differential there, as well as a 2 dragon differential and almost a 7k gold differential. So we're gonna have to see them get some more gold, get some more towers, and some more kills. If they're going to want to win this one, but they made the right play to start that comeback. We might see, I don't care, start to group up around this dragon. Looks like they might group up mid first. Oh, they catch out the Vayne! The Vayne gets disintegrated! That's a huge pick, as that's probably the hardest carry right now for Henry Squared. They're not even going to be able to contest this dragon as it boosts their advantage to 4-1, and we start to see the hope shrink again. That was the closest shot they were going to have after that fight to start to get a pick, but they lose the Baron buff on their biggest carry. Now they start to pick out the Darius. The Darius could be in trouble here as he's got 4 members of I don't care close in on him. He's taunted, and then he is just completely disintegrated by the members surrounding him. Unfortunate positioning.
I don't care now has double the kills of Henry Squared.
Correct.
And 6, let's just say 5 or 6 times the amount of towers. Craziness.
Now they're starting to push for an inhib. Talia does almost no damage to Tahm Kench. Vayne gets almost disintegrated by Galio. It's gonna be quite a hard battle to get back in. They're targeting the Vayne. They know that she's the most important target. If they kill her, they pretty much win this fight. They're going in. This could end the game right here, folks. The J4 ult goes in, trapping in a lot of the I don't care team. We see the Tahm Kench go down. The Galio is forced to pop Zhonya's again as he's going to dive back in. A questionable decision there as he goes down very fast. The Gnar jumps out. All of the members of Henry Squared very low, but the Baron could have been just enough to boost them to a victory in that fight as we see them take down 2 members of the I don't care squad. And because of this, we're gonna see the Kane actually lose his GA, during the recall animation, we see the Talia pop her ult, try to get back into this fight. If they're able to slow him down just enough, this could be a huge win in favor of Henry Squared, as they're still missing 2 members of their team. They're probably going to start to push with this, having the Barret advantage and numbers advantage in terms of members alive.
Told you to stand back.
So we're gonna see if they can use this Baron buff to their good here, as they have started to turn the momentum in their favor, winning 2 of the biggest team fights so far in the game. The Gnar sees this as a chance to take down the Vayne, going in fast, but the lifesteal's too much. He's still alive. The Xayah focuses the Vayne's still invisible, taken down by the Kayn, and now we're seeing the J4 taken down afterwards. This could be the end of the game for Henry Squared, as I don't care, starts to push in, trying to catch that Taric. They're using everything they got. The Talia's out of position here. Will Kayn be able to kill her? No, she pushes Kayn right back into it. Kayn dies as the E actually starts to explode the rocks on the ground. Darius going in. Taric does hit the snare onto the Gnar, but it's not enough to do any real damage to him because he's Gnar. Gnar jumps away from that fight with Talia. They're going to pick up another inhib here, and I don't care, starts to turn the fight. Hitting another taunt is Galio. His play has been amazing on these initiations, playing Galio the way you're supposed to play Galio. As we see Darius go in for everyone there, getting a double pull, popping the ult, but it's not enough. Taric will go down before the ult is popped. That's an ace, and the team, I don't care, should be able to close it out off that one, having almost double their kills. No, they decide better. They decide to leave before the Vayne comes back. I don't know if this is a little bit of BM, but I think they could have ended that game. Now they move on. Looks like Gnar's just gonna walk straight through the tower, as he does not care. Get another tier 2 tower on the top side for team I don't care, as they have 4 times as many towers. It's 8-2, folks, and almost double their kills in favor of I don't care. Almost 10,000 gold advantage. I don't see how Henry Squared will come back from this one. The other thing I don't see is why they didn't end the game right there. I know Vayne was coming back up, but they had 4 members and decent amount of health, so that could have been an interesting fight. But let's see what they're able to do here, as we see Henry Squared just start to battle off the creeps from their base. Having those inhibs down is going to be difficult for them to deal with, as we just see the I don't care squad start to farm up the jungles here, trying to get any advantage they still can, or hang on to any advantage they have. So let's see if any action goes down here. Darius is pushing up a little bit. They might get the pick on Taric. No, he walks out just in the nick of time. Gnar seems to still be pushing towards him, but he does realize that there's 4 pushed up because of the ward placed there. And now they're just going to try and sit top, see if they can get anything out of this. Kayn is recalling, so this would be an opportune time for Henry Squared to group up and possibly take advantage of their numbers. So let's see what they're able to do here. Looks like Gnar is going to continue to push, be a little bit aggressive, just get some of that poke in and try to annoy his teammates, or enemies rather, to death. Galio is doing a lot of damage with the Q there onto Taric, taking almost half his health, it felt like. You can see that the Galio is going full AP, so that does make sense. Sitting at 4, 5, and 17, but I think right now my MVP for the game has to be Gnar. He's hit a lot of those stuns, a lot of the initiations that are necessary, and because of that, he's at 8, 0, and 11, having almost 50 CS advantage on the Darius. So he's already full built, complete tank, complete armor. Like, I don't see any way he's gonna be killed by Henry Squared anytime soon. And now they're starting to focus the Baron here. This Baron will pretty much end the game unless Henry Squared is able to get the Elder Dragon. It looks like they are hopping towards that, but they're leaving their base exposed. And it looks like I don't care, doesn't care about Elder. They're just pushing top, trying to go for the base here, it looks like. Gonna get that tower and the inhib, as we see only Vayne and, is it Taric? Yeah, Vayne, Taric, Darius, and who else is it? I'm sorry here. J4 on the Elder. They get the Elder, but will they be able to get back fast enough as they're able to kill? They're able to kill the Talia, the only one defending the base. They're melting through the towers. The Elder Dragon could have been the worst decision of the game. They could have thrown it. The Tark ult goes in. The J4 ults, trapping all 3 of them. He has to bounce out early. Galio's going in, hits up 2 of them. The J4 is stunned and immobilized, but the Tark comes in, answers. The taunt is too much, and because of that, they wipe the Team Henry squared out. And we see I Don't Know, I Don't Care take this game pretty easily with almost double their kills, almost a 20k gold advantage, and a 9 tower advantage. Complete domination here from I Don't Know, I Don't Care. They knew their scaling wasn't as good, so they had to take advantage early, and they worked towards it.
That was just a crazy end fight there. First getting that first kill, and then continued just moving on, just kept powering through. And then when the rest of the 4 players reconvened and tried to take on that team fight, just kept pushing it in and using that damage and just killing them all, and just like, bam! It was over before I even realized anything was happening.
That's what I Don't Know, I Don't Care was probably aiming for. Great play by them there to end the game.
If I was going up against I Don't Know, I Don't Care next week, I would be scared, and I would get with my team and we would practice.
I'd agree with that one,
I Don't Know,
friend.
I Don't Care has great teamwork and stuff like, and pretty much anything. This is a great game by I Don't Know, I Don't Care. Hopefully we
great
can see.
showing for the first game of the tournament too. So we'll see what goes down, and
Let's just hope that Henry Squared can maybe make it back and be a redemption for them, and just
we'll give the game a little bit of review here. So not really any kills coming out huge. Like, no one sticks out on the team of Henry Squared. We don't see any big damage coming through. We see the Tarek with 6 assists, did his job, but 5 deaths, that's too many. It's a pretty even distribution of garbage on the Henry Squared team, as all of them did pretty much the same thing, not able to start anything. However, on the flip side, we've got I Don't Know, I Don't Care, who popped off with CoolCat64 going 9-1 and 11, Scion Barzard 1 going 9-0 and 15. So we saw 2 hard carries play their role and carry hard. And because of that, I Don't Know, I Don't Care was able to pick up a win, and it's a great fight there. For I Don't Know, I Don't Care to end off the game. Great stuff. And when's our next game, Colton?
I will check up, but it should have already started. So we'll be checking back real soon. Hopefully the stream will be back up. If we missed it, then that is quite sad, as I wish we didn't. But you know.
Yep. We'll check it out. We'll be right back, folks.
Very good game. Good game, all.